What's up, everybody? Brant Phillips with the Real Estate Fundamentals. So today I'm going to talk about the 10 commandments of real estate investing. These are the 10 things that I wish I had known whenever I got started. And if you're new, you're watching this, even if you're experienced, I encourage you to watch this video. I'm going to try to run through these quickly. This is just a big kind of macro overview of the 10 commandments of real estate investing. But if you subscribe to the show and you're engaged in the videos that we're doing, you'll see that I take deep dives into all these areas through affiliated different shows and series, that playlists that we do here on Real Estate Fundamentals. So let's talk about the 10 commandments of real estate investing. Number one, 70% of ARV minus repairs. What does that mean? You have to buy deals with equity. Equity is oxygen. If you are doing deals with thin margins, my friend, you're not going to stay in this business very long. Some people say, you need them at 65% or 60%, and some investors are doing 75%. Look, I've done deals at 50% ARV minus repairs, and I've done them higher, right? And so, but the thing is, to run a sustainable business, you need equity in your deals. I have found the formula of 70% minus repairs is a very, very quote unquote safe formula for residential real estate investing. So make sure you've got that equity. If you don't, it's just not a deal. So number two, median price housing and below. Median price housing and below. So, I've run the gamut, in real estate investing, in low-end deals to super high-end luxury deals. My friends, I would encourage you to find your niche to get rich in real estate. And for me, for my students, what I teach and preach is median price housing and below. We love affordable housing. Is very insulated from the up and down markets. You have a lot of options and a lot of safety and security there with being insulated in that median price zone for real estate, which leads me to number three, which is multiple exit strategies. My friend, if you are in a deal and you only have one exit strategy and that exit strategy door closes for you, trust me, my friends, it's not very fun. I've been there in the luxury market and it's not fun. And so one of the big things that, once again, that you hear from me a lot, if you are a subscriber to this show, and if you're not, go ahead and do that now, because I talk a lot about creating a sustainable business, right? Because we all know the market is cyclical, right? It's always going up, down, sideways, going through all these different variations. You got to make sure that you're running a sustainable business. So that's why when we are analyzing deals, we do not like deals with only one exit strategy. We like to attract and market to deals that we can flip, we can rent, we can owner finance them, we can wholesale them. We like to have multiple exit strategies with each and every deal, because sometimes you're sitting on a fat pile of cash. You need to buy some rentals. You need to get some tax deductions, and you don't want to take tax hits. Doesn't make sense to flip. Sometimes you just need some cash. You need to flip some deals, and sometimes you want to get really passive, and that's why we do a lot of owner finance notes as well. So make sure that you've got multiple exit strategies. All right, number four, when it comes to rehabbing, and you are going to do some construction, you're going to do some improvements on a property. Number four, best product, best price, right? So I found that always works, right? If you try to, put lipstick on the proverbial pig and go for the top of the market, it just doesn't work, right? Best product, best price. See what the best products in that marketplace have done to achieve that price point, and match and meet similar qualities, but don't exceed it. You don't need to exceed it, right? It's that fine line of doing just enough. But if you are the best product and the best price, you're essentially almost always going to win. And sometimes that means being slightly less Say, for example, you're flipping a house that's going to be $200,000, and there's multiple houses that are priced at 200, 205, 210. I would probably price mine at 199, 198, 197, slightly lower. I know I've got the best or similar product. Now I've got the best price. Guess who's getting all the showings? Guess who's going to get the offer? So best product, best price. Number 5, take what the market gives you. Take what the market gives you. Some notes I made about this. When you reject an offer, you're buying it back, right? So sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's a buy and hold market. Sometimes the market's on fire and everything that you put out is going to sell. Take what the market gives you. Sometimes there's some creative financing strategies that are available, which is probably likely going to be the case here very soon. So take what the market gives you. I've seen flipping investors try to flip in a down market. It doesn't work very well. I've seen landlord investors, I'm seeing them now really probably overpaying for rental properties that barely even cash flow, if at all. So take what the market gives you. Don't argue with reality. Like, it is what it is. Don't fight an uphill battle. Don't swim against the current. Go with the opportunities that are there. So number 6. So this is number 6. ABM. Always be marketing. Okay. Number 6. What should you be marketing for? Always be marketing for deals. Number 7. Always be marketing. Always be marketing for dollars. So number 6 and number 7 are always be marketing for deals. Always be marketing for dollars, right? So I tell my students all the time, I tell them this all the time. There are 2 things that you should be doing in your business each and every day: marketing for deals, marketing for dollars, right? A lot of this can be done with automation. A lot of this is done with on social media, with YouTube, with videos, with email automation, with campaign, postcard marketing, pay-per-click ads, SEO. However you do it, whatever your strategy is, if you are a legitimate real estate investor and you're really looking at building a great business, you need to figure out a way to do those 2 things each and every day. Always marketing for deals and always marketing for dollars. Okay, number 8. So win-win or no deal. Guys, like this, there's so much opportunity out there. You don't have to try to trick somebody, out of selling their house, right? Whenever you really learn, the value proposition on what we provide, whenever you learn how to really gain the trust of sellers and find out what's best for them, you'll find that that you don't have to try to trick somebody, that you can create win-win opportunities for your sellers, for your lenders, for your contractors, for everybody. Just take that approach. Literally, we've bought a countless number of homes where we weren't the highest offer, but that seller still went with us. Why? Because they trusted us. They weren't worried that we weren't going to show up at closing. Maybe we were helping them with moving, with many, many other factors. So look for win-win deals. If it's not a win-win deal, if both sides don't feel like they're winning, just move on, because you're not going to feel good whenever the other side is losing, or it creates this bad situation. Could turn into lawsuits, could turn into people blasting you on social media and ruining your Google reviews and stuff like that. So it's just not worth it. Okay, number 9. This is one of the 9th commandment for real estate investors. Enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you do. So ask yourself a question similar to this every single morning. You can rate yourself on like a scale of 1 to 10. Like, look in the mirror and say, am I excited about my day today, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to be working with, what I'm going to create? Because if you're not enjoying your business, if you're not enjoying your life and what you're doing to make money, you're doing it wrong. And you're doing it wrong. And so you need to have that excitement and that enjoyment of what you're doing. And that is part of the way, that's one of the key ingredients to creating a sustainable business, because I've seen people who come in with just a money mindset and they're only focused on money, it's really not sustainable and they're really not fun to work with. So the last but certainly not least, the 10th commandment of real estate investing is you will never get rich until you learn to make money while you sleep. That comes from the great Warren Buffett. So you have to, at some point in time, I'm not saying right away, but you have to figure out a way, whatever your niche is, whatever your strategy is, or multiple strategies in your real estate game, in your portfolio, to begin to create passive income. Because look, I've flipped a lot of properties, have rentals, mobile home parks, commercial properties, and I'll tell you, if I had just stayed in that active role, let me reframe that. I've seen a lot of investors that come in only with an active strategy, and they may make a lot of money and have a great quote unquote lifestyle and have a nice car, have a nice house, but when the market shifts and changes, or they just hit this wall, they get burned out, things go sideways, we experience natural disasters and hurricanes like that in Houston, then they're not in a good position. So don't do that, right? Look for multiple streams of income through the world of real estate. Begin, even if it's one deal a year, start adding to your passive portfolio, growing that passive income and expanding on. I would encourage you to expand it each and every year, to begin to create that passive income that meets or exceeds your monthly expenses. Then guess what you've done? You've created financial freedom, my friends. So those are the 10 commandments of real estate investing, something I just came up with on a recent flight. And like, what are the core ideals of what I teach, preach, live by, share with my students, and share with you guys here on our YouTube show. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to follow the show. If you get value from this, I appreciate you. Hit me up with your comments. I like to dip into that mailbag and respond to a lot of the questions and feedback that I get from you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Keep going out, taking action, and we'll talk to you next time.